Hi guys, Love at Scout 1 again. I do apologise firstly for not being around for the past few weeks. I've been really busy with cull stalking and with taking clients out and courses and first aiding and one thing or another, so I've been a bit tied up and not been able to get to the videos that I wanted to make. I've got a couple of videos and some ideas written down for some stuff that I want to get done and put up for you. Thank you very much for all your kind words, your kind comments, your subscriptions. Messages getting out there a little bit, and I know a lot of you aren't, aren't as overly interested in stalking as you are in bushcrafting and knives and one thing or another. So I thought with this sort of comeback video, what I thought I'd do is I'd just go over a few bits of kit that I've picked up while I've been on my travels. Some kit that might interest you. There's some knives in there and some turn screws and one thing or another. And it's just a bit of an overview of what I've been up to and one thing or another. We've been really busy with cull stalking. We have to get our cull plans in and get the culling work done for the landowners, so that they are up to date with their business plans and their cull plans. It's all to do with grants and funding from the government and English Heritage and National Trust and Forestry Commission and all that. So it's quite important work and we have to get it done, and if we don't, then of course people get penalised, and if people get penalised, then our name's mud. So we've been really busy, but we did go to the SHOT Show at Newark last month and did spend a colossal amount of money, unfortunately. Well, not unfortunately, because we bought some good kit, but I have been sort of, in downtime, just been looking at eBay and one thing or other and picked some bits up. From our friends at Hanani Haynes, and I just thought I'd run through a couple of little bits that I've picked up. For those of you that are into your tools and your gunsmithing and one thing or another, I picked these up on eBay. I had them sent from Canada. Now, gunsmiths, they don't call screwdrivers like normal people. They call them turn screws, and they're generally high carbon steel with wood handles. And if you are a gunsmith, or you're into your gunsmithing, or you're interested in the process of the engineering, then generally what a gunsmith would do would make his own tools. And like I said to you before, I was in engineering for a long number of years and made quite a few turn screws as projects and for special stuff. But for guns, it's very difficult to get the temper of the steel right, so that you don't round screw heads off and one thing or another. And I've been looking for a complete set of gunsmith's turn screws for quite a while, and these came up on eBay. They're from a company called Grace, which I've not heard of before, but apparently are very well thought of in the States. I think they were 30 quid delivered. It took 6 weeks for them to come, but it's been well worth the wait. They're really nice. They're well made. These handles are cedar. The blades are high carbon steel, and I don't know if you can see it or if the camera can pick that up too good. All the tips are actually ground so that they bite into the screws properly. And I have not had a chance to use these yet, but I do have some gunsmithing work to do and a scope to put on a rifle and one thing or other. So I'm hoping to look at those and add those to my gunsmith toolbox. So Grace USA. I haven't, I'll get back to you about how good they are, but from first off, they look really, really good. The next bit of kit that I've bought is this, and there are a lot of videos that have been done about this knife and these kind of knives. This is the Spyderco UK PK, the UK pen knife, really. It's what's classed as personal carry or legal carry for the UK. It is a non-locking blade. The cutting edge is under 3 inches, and it only just is under 2 and 15/16 of an inch, which leaves a 1/16. So I don't know if I ever got stopped with that, if I could argue toss with it, but it's what's called a slip joint. There is no, generally Spyderco have a lock there. I've not had very much experience with Spyderco knives. I've never had one before, but this one I really, really like. I've carried it every day for the last 3 weeks. It's fantastic. It's razor sharp. If a knife can be too sharp, it's too sharp. It's a sharp, of a sharpness where it's a bit scary, and I'm hoping that the blade dulls a little bit. But up to press. It hasn't. I've cut fertiliser bags open with it, I've cut deer feed bags open, cut string, whittled, you know, pieces of timber, cut parcels open with it. I really like it. The choil, as you can see, are ground in there and ground in there, and basically it doesn't close on your fingers, or if it's held properly when you're cutting, it doesn't close on your fingers. So Spyderco UK PK, really like it, and you know, I'll probably do a video on that, you know, later on, just to see how it's going on, but I really like that. I've been looking for a little saw for quite a while. Most bushcrafters will have the bacho Laplander, and you know, I'm no different. I have one, but sometimes it's a bit bulky to be carrying around. So my little boy saw these actually at the SHOT Show, and a guy was demonstrating how they were used. And Opinel, you know, if you know your bushcrafting and know your bushcrafting gear, Opinel made in France. Really good kit. When I got this, I couldn't open it, and of course, with them being mass produced, they don't get the full attention that they rightly deserve when they're finished. So I took the vibra lock off, and you know, ran a small file down there and some wet and dry, and it opens and closes really smooth now. And you know, I'll probably give you an update on that as well, because I'm going to keep that in my row sack, just for, you know, for cutting branches down when we're putting high seats and stuff up. Really like it. 23 quid I think they were, from a guy from Sheffield who was selling them at the stall. I'll put a lanyard on it and, you know, put it around my neck. I'll put it in my bag, but really like it. Another thing that I picked up, I picked this up from the Blade Tech guys. It's a Mora butcher's knife or field knife pouch, and basically what it is a big ballistic nylon pouch, but it's got a butcher's scabbard inside, which is blow moulded polypropylene, I think, and it's to hold my gralloching knives for when I'm doing gutting and eviscerating deer in the field, and then I can put them, you know, all together dirty, and again just whack it in the dishwasher. Not used it yet. It's been sat in my bag, but I'll give it some use, and I'll let you know. I'll get on with it. But a tenner for the sheath and the scabbard, and it's a no-brainer really. You know, that's keeps knives safe, keeps them in the back of the truck or in the row sack, so keeps everything safe. So I really like it. I have picked another couple of things up from Bacho. You'll all recognise this. It's a clipper, basically. These were on sale at my local engineer suppliers, where I buy my nuts and bolts and my fixings. And I thought, oh, clippers in a box. But when I picked it up, I thought, oh, Bacho, it says Bacho on it. But I've put it up at the side of a clipper, and they're identical. The scabbard's identical, the mould's identical, the stamp marks and the pontil marks are absolutely identical. The grip's identical. The grind's identical. So basically, what it is I've done a bit of research. Bacho buy these from Clipper and put their own name on them. A Clipper in orange, locally to me, is 12 quid. These are a fiver. So it's a no-brainer really. I mean, we go through knives like they're going out of style. You know, I bought 15 in a pack, you know, and put them out to our associates and our stalkers. Brilliant, can't go wrong. You know, it's a thing that we use all the time. Like I said to you before, Bacho clippers, you know, use them all day, sharpen them on a steel, stick them in the dishwasher, they're sterilised, ready to go again, so ideal. Another thing that I picked up in the engineering supplies with this, it's called a wrecking knife. Now I think this has got a lot of prospects for a field knife or for a bushcraft knife. Basically what it is a wrecking chisel. Bacho steel again. It's razor sharp, and basically what that's supposed to be used for is for knocking holes at a plasterboard, for chasing walls out. But as you can see, it's a decent thick forged piece of steel. That's what, 3/16, a quarter, something like that, sharpened on two edges. I think that's going to do some damage to timber. Be ideal for battening, so you're not going to have to, you know, be using your really good bushcraft knife, as we've discussed before. 14 quid. Jury's out, but I'll let you know how we get on with that. But I really like the look of that. So ideal places your engineers, suppliers, guys to, you know, pick kit up, because they get kit that's built for industry. So generally it's going to be of decent quality. This I picked up from Hernani Haynes, but I think once I've sort of evaluated it and had a look at it, I will do a video of this on its own. This is the Condor bush. It's not the bush law, that's a light. It's the Hudson Bay knife. And I was quite surprised when it came, because the one in the catalogue that I looked at had a black powder coated parkerized finish, but this is they say it's a Damascus finish. It's supposed to look as though it's been forged by hand. The same walnut or Babinga grips or whatever they are, but quite a nice thing actually. Not silly money. Ideal for when you know you can't carry an axe, but you know, I'll do a video on that on its own. Big thick leather scabbard with like an articulated hanger, which I like the look of. So if you sat down or you sat in a high seat, that's not going to cause you any problems. But I'll do another video on that on its own, because I think that's probably worthy of a video on its own. One other thing as well that I was looking at doing, somebody's asked me to do a review on bushcraft pouches and possibles pouches and bullet pouches and one thing or another, which I'll do. But I saw this online, and I've watched a couple of videos about guys who've made survival kits in mint tins, you know, the old Altoids mint tins, or Strepsils tins or whatever. So I looked at this, and it's the Ritter RSK Mark V made by Columbia Knife. It's supposed to be a neck knife or a survival kit knife, or I suppose a possibles pouch knife. Really, it's a very small knife. It's razor sharp actually. It's only a little thing, but I kind of like it. I don't think you'd be able to do anything massively fantastic with it, but you'd feather a stick with it. You know, you'd sharpen a point on a stick, and it's ideal to having a little tin in your cargo pants pocket. So yeah, I think that's probably going to be a nice thing. But again, you know, I'll review some of this kit and let you have a look at it, and you know, bring you some sort of updates. Another thing which I'm going to do a video on its own, which I'm going to do next actually, is this, which is the helle jegermester, or I think it's pronounced jegermester. It's not Jägermeister, I know that, it's jegermester, which is master hunter in Swedish or Finnish. So but yeah, I'm going to do a review on that next actually, and put that up. This is a knife I looked at the SHOT Show, and I was looking at the Les Stroud Survivorman knife, but this one turned up, and I like this much better. So I'll do a review on that for you after I've posted this one up. So I'll put that away. Right guys, thank you very much for your indulgence this afternoon. I'll crack on and do this other video for you. Just thought I'd bring you up to speed on some bits of kits that I'd looked at and bits of kit that we've bought, and I'll do this review on this Jägermeister for you now, and then we'll see what you think. Alright guys, thank you very much for your indulgence this afternoon. You all have a great day. Cheers. Bye bye.